Hello, City of Heroes and City of Villains fans. I know that my tutorial playthrough videos are kind of long, so I thought maybe I'd upload something a little short, upload a build video. Now, the caveat here is I am not the world's best builder. Even after fiddling with this game for almost 2 decades, I am not the world's best builder. But I enjoy the builds that I make. So this is a Darkness Control, Darkness Affinity controller. I love Darkness Affinity. It is only available on controllers. It's an altered version of the Dark Miasma set, but they had to alter the Dark Miasma set in order to make it work with controllers. So controllers got their own special version of it. It's amazing. So I'll show you how I'm slotted up here, and yeah. So one of my favorite low-hanging, cheap IOs is the Thunderstrike set. These things, it's a cheap set, but just look at all the bonuses. You could run a build with all of your attacks having Thunderstrike in it and be just fine. You don't need like a gazillion dollar build to get around in the game, but I'll leave that alone. So we've got Thunderstrike here. Then we've got Bombardment with Positron's chance for energy damage there. Fearsome Stare. It's got a Siphon Insight. That proc there will help Living Shadows do a little bit more damage. Heart of Darkness has got the Will of a Controller in there. There's a proc in that too. A Haunt, which is a pseudo pet. It's a weird pet. It's a pet that can only be summoned on target, but it's still a good pet. I've got Expedient Reinforcements there, one of my favorite pet sets and usually pretty affordable. Shadowfield, it's a AoE hold. It's got another superior overpowering presence, another controller specific. So this one and this one are controller specific IO sets. That means only controllers can use them. Umbral Beast has got a Sovereign Right. Sovereign Right's a really good pet set for almost any pet. Sovereign Right's amazing. Twilight Grasp, Theft of Essence. So I love this. This is a really good. This or Touch of the Nyctus. I wasn't sure which one, but that's basically healing sets in which you drain hit points from your enemies and buff you or your allies with their life force. So like a vampiric power drain kind of a thing, life force drain. Tar Patch has got a tempered readiness in there. Nothing special, just give me a little bit of slow and recharge for this power set. A little bit lowers the in cost a little. Darkest Night, Dampened Spirits, 3 slotted, is really good into hit debuffs. Shadowfall, so Shadowfall is unique and it can take both defense and resistance sets, so I can double up here with that, so that's good. So we've got Luck of the Gambler, as well as an increased global recharge in that. And then we've got Steadfast Protection. And Steadfast Protection is a nice little three first set. There are only three that will give you a knockback protection. So that's good as well. All right. Fade, just 3 slots here, another 3 slot wonder. Just reactive defenses, so I just kind of up it on the recharge. I could probably fiddle with it a little bit more, but I like it. Dark Servant. Okay, Dark Servant. If you want your Dark Servant to just slot it with the whole set of Cloud Senses. Because that pet will be pumping out lots and lots and lots of to hit debuffs, meaning enemies will hit you less. Also, Umbral Beast is doing it too, but Dark Servant, Cloud Senses. 6 slot Dark Servant each and every time a Cloud Senses, and don't look back. A Soul Absorption, another sort of a quickie, a healing recharge and absorb IO there, just to make things work there. Actually, let me check something. Oh, good. We're going to use our enhancement catalyst here to make that, now it will work no matter what level I'm at. I'm going to scroll down here. Of course, 3 slot wonder here, stamina. Efficacy adapter. is kind of cool. So if you three slot this, you'll notice that it also improves your recovery by 1.5%. So it's a neat little way. There's no proc here. A lot of times you see people sliding procs and stamina. There's no proc here, but this is, I think, as efficient as any proc. And of course, regeneration and recovery up here in the health. In flights, hover, so I can zoom around inside the maps. It's got 3 slots here of soaring. There's a variety of ways. I could have slotted it for defense if I wanted to, but with evasive maneuvers capping on top of that, you don't really need it. I'm not really that worried about it. Fly's got a 3 for here for speed and endurance, so I can fly and not waste all my endurance. Maneuvers, 3 slots of Luck of the Gambler, obviously with the global recharge proc in there. Um, Adjusted targeting, to hit buff. This can be another 3 slot wonder here. It can be really efficient with just these 3 picked. Assault just has an endurance mod in there to make sure that it doesn't drain me of endurance. And Vengeance doesn't really cost much endurance to use. It doesn't power it runs. It's just a power you cast on enemies on teammates that may have expired or been taken down during combat, and you can cut Vengeance on it and buff the entire team with a pretty hefty defense buff and stuff. But it's just holding the Luck of the Gambler in there. I'm running Dark Embrace. So I got reactive armor in that. I think reactive armor is probably one of the best IO sets for Dark Embrace. I like to put it in there. And teleport target. Now you can tell from my build, I am not one of those optimal, like there's things everybody slots in their build so that they have these builds with all this defense and resistance, and I slot for fun more than anything else. And this guy is slap. He does so well. We'll look at what I did here for incarnates. Incarnates aren't super great yet. I still need to earn a little bit more money, but right now I'm using intuition. Intuition is awesome. I love it. It's good on controllers. I'll tell you what intuition does. Intuition increases your hold duration and your damage and range and defense debuff. So perfect for this guy. He gets his darkness defense and debuffs he does get buffed. Any holds he get last longer. It's just intuition's just great on a controller. It's the total radial. Forgot which one the total radial does. Partial radio. Total radio. Nope. Vision partial. Hmm. Oh, it's right here. So it's actually I misspoke. So it does buff the holds as well as to hit debuffs by 20% and defense debuffs by 16.5%. So my to hit debuffs are going to hit harder. My defense debuffs are going to hit harder. I think there's some defense debuffs in Tar Patch. Yeah, it's just gonna do. Nope, I lied. It's a resistance debuff in Tar Patch, but the to hit debuffs and the hold are really what he's gonna take advantage of here. Sorry, I went on a complete weirdness side rant there. And also in incarnate abilities, Spectral. It was just a theme. Spectral, I think, costs a little bit of a hold. An immobilize adds an immobilize to your attack. I just wanted it for theme. Judgment Void, again, theme. Darkness. Demons, I felt demons went well with this guy. And in Destiny Ageless, I just like, Destiny Ageless is nice. It protects you from all kinds of debuffs. I like Destiny Ageless. I don't see it used enough. People are going to go for Barrier, but I like Destiny Ageless. And then our hybrid here is a control graph. So we're going to do more of what we already do. One of the nice things I think about the incarnates, especially the hybrid, a lot of times pick a hybrid that matches what you're already doing. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but like a control hybrid or like a dominator or a controller is amazing. A melee hybrid on a tank, scrapper, anybody that's doing a lot of melee, it's good for you. Makes support just even better. We're gonna open here, and this is one of my favorite combos: hover plus maneuvers, because it just gives a decent amount of defense. Try to figure out how I can show you combat attributes defense. So look at that. A lot's coming from the set bonuses as well, but evasive maneuvers, 15 and hover If I slotted evasive maneuvers up, I could get that to 20 if I wanted to, but it's fine. It's just a nice bit of extra defense to everything. Toxic, psychic, everything. Evasive maneuvers, 15%, why not? And it helps you resist holds. It's amazing. Then you can see here, so I'm not anything too crazy. I mean, I've got some decent resistances here, just about everything, defense here. And then my damage resistance, though, is pretty good with that shield. With Dark Embrace here is giving me a really nice amount of resistance. I don't resist Psychic too much, but I've got a good amount of Psychic defense. So, little bit of status effect protection from evasive maneuvers. Protects us from immobilize. It's not bad. And resistance. This is nice. These static effect resistances are slapping. These are going to help a lot. This means that holds, immobilizes, sleep, stuns, fears, all that stuff is confuses. They're not going to stick as long. Pretty much cut them in half, I believe, 54% of the duration. So they're going to last half as long, and that's kind of important. Um, well, let's take a look at. Let's pull up a mission and let's take him on something. We'll take him on something easy. We're in Rogue Isles right now. Where are we? Yep, we're in good old Cap Dable. Cap Al Dable. Let's see. Let's run one of these tips missions. And he's already rogue. So we'll do the villain. We'll go to villain. Alright. And I'll check my notoriety here. Yeah, I'm going to take a pretty wimpy notoriety. So let me 4. And then level. I think we'll do 0 for now because I just want to demonstrate. I'm not trying to like prove a point and be like Mr. Awesome kills everything. So Granville here, to make things quicker, we're just gonna monitor duty teleport to our super group base, and we'll. This is my. I'll do another video on this. This is my super simple base. It is not elaborate. It is very, 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 very simple, but it does everything I need. I've got an empowerment station. I've got vendors. I've got people to level me up, change my costume. It's amazing, and it didn't take that long. I think it took me like under an hour to put the space together, or maybe about 2 hours. But it didn't take a super long time. It's a really easy base. So we're in Granville. And we'll just mission. I could have just mission transported over there. I don't know why I didn't. But let's get going over there. I know my super short videos aren't as short as they should be because I ramble so much. That's fine. We're gonna go up here. We're gonna go in. So for this, we're gonna make sure a couple of things are happening. We are going to toggle on all our toggles. And we're going to put this control thing on. And we are going to summon our allies. And are going to summon our guy here. I'm going to slap Ageless on everybody. Oops, forgot to summon my... The nice thing about this too is you end up with 2 pets. One from this... Because Darkness Affinity has a pet in it. So you end up with almost as many pets as a Mastermind if you're really rocking it. I could, I guess, turn it up a little bit, but I just wanted to demo just how good this is. If you have anything that debuffs to hit, always try to open with that. Always try to open with that if you can. I hate it when the Nemesis goes in unstoppable mode. Always really, really annoying. So Nemesis have personal force field. They can ramp that sucker up. I'm gonna just use Howling Twilight is an amazing debuff. So I actually lied. On Darkness Affinity or Dark Miasma, open with Howling Twilight when you can. Open with Howling Twilight. I kind of picked the pets I picked. We've got the Demon and this Dark Spirit. I renamed them because these guys, this guy here, cast another to hit debuff. And why not? Let's just go nuts with the to hit debuff. Why not? It looks like our Dark Servant. Alright, looks like we got everybody we need here. Let's go back this way and see if there's any guys over here. There are. And we're just going to open up here. Ageless here. This guy's almost like a mini mastermind. It's hilarious. He should not have as much. Oh, I guess we're going down here, huh? Alright, let's do it. I'm not really nervous about losing some hit points here because this guy, like, I don't know, he slaps. Black line there for a little bit extra. Oh, got ourselves a pet there. Is she a pet or is she a? Okay, let's shut this down. To just start debuffing the heck out of everybody out here. Oh, shock treatment's kicking butt out here for us. I think. Oh, another thing, you can rename pets. I forgot to say that. For some reason, renames don't stick to the... You can rename pets, by the way. Yeah, they stick to these two. I renamed them just to fit my guy's voodoo theme. Might as well. I didn't do anything else. We lost some pets. Unlike Masterminds, you cannot feed your controller pets inspirations, which is kind of sad. Here's the tip mission here. It's kind of sad. You know, kind of sad we lost our freebie Circle of Thorns pets, but oh well. I pick a lot of stuff for theme and not necessarily for what's going to be like the most OP Uber thing ever. I'd rather have fun. And Shark Treatment's just going nuts here. She's just doing whatever the hell she wants. I probably could have done this on a higher difficulty, to be honest. See if we can stack a hold here. Again, I am an inspiration abuser. I am addicted to my little... We used to call them Skittles. I am addicted to Skittles. Come on, Shark Treatment. Yeah. Little extra pet here. Got Shark Treatment here as my little extra pet. She's a free electric tank. And she's quite good. Uh-oh. But notice how long I got stunned, but it didn't really last that long. That's all that stun resistance I got. I'm gonna boost everybody's general healing and ability to resist debuffs, just in case. Typically, though, when you're looking for one of these guys, these bosses, they're not on. Oh, we were just in here. Oh, wait, guys. They're not on the same. They're usually on the top floor. Almost each and every time. Alrighty. So we're going to go up here. Let's see if our friends are joining us still. We got our Lap Guru. Again, I renamed the pets to be more appropriate to my character's voodoo theme. Alright, see over there? There's a lot of business going on. We're going to just... And Howling Twilight not only stuns everybody, but it also debuffs their regeneration. Now the one problem with the Dark Servant is he does time out after a while, so you gotta remember he probably didn't die, he probably just timed out. Shock treatment is just going to town on this guy, but it's just too bad he's... I really wish I had a psychic attack, because I think psychic attacks cut through that stuff. I'm going to have to build a... I've got a couple side tunes. I want to test that theory out. Ooh, somebody shredded him. I don't know who it was. See, that's the thing I do not like, though. If you cast the haunts on a character that dies just before the animation finishes, they will not finish their animation and they will not spawn. I could use my have to let everybody just sort of beat on this guy until he decides to drop his stupid force field. You see that stun? I mean, I got stunned, but the stuns, they don't last very long on me. Okay, so looking for the threat assessor here. We have managed to keep shock treatment alive, and that's kind of a thing. Let's see here. We're gonna just summon our extra help here. Cast this. This looks like it. Stack our holds as much as we can here. Hey, look at that. That wasn't too bad. This wasn't a super high setting either, but I just wanted to kind of demonstrate how low over. This build really stands out on teams too. It's a great dark controllers are a fantastic team build. Just a fantastic team build. They work super well on teams. Even if the whole map's obscured and you can't, I have a feeling shock treatment here when I'm here and aggro these guys, which is hilarious. So we're gonna finish this up here. Well, that's it. That's me showing off my darkety dark controller here. Give a little look at him here. It's Baron Delacroix. Here's how his costume looks. I love biographies and character descriptions. But there he is. He's really cool. I really love the Baron here. Maybe I'll do a little short video about his origin. Thanks again. Thanks for watching.